Welcome from White Sands National Park. My name is Allison. Today we're going to be doing an all levels flow. We're going to start our practice laying on the belly today. So go ahead and make your way onto your belly. Stack your hands, bring your big toes to touch. The heels will fall wide, and then the forehead is going to rest on the top hand. We'll first begin by deepening the breath. Feeling the support of your mat beneath your body. Letting go of your day so far. See if you can lengthen the breath now, not just deepen it. Our intention today is going to be to quiet the mind, which is much easier said than done. Much easier when we are moving from pose to pose, each breath with each movement, versus stillness, it's a little harder. So in this posture where we are finding stillness, try and find the quiet in the mind. The thoughts that come in, recognize them, and then let them pass. Maybe there's meaning behind it, maybe there's not. Stay here for as long as you need. If you're ready to move on, bend your knees and let your feet fall from side to side. Let's release the legs long. Place your hands alongside your ribs. And then inhale for baby cobra. Exhale, lower the chin or the forehead toward your mat. Inhale again, baby cobra. But try and float your hands. The feet will stay on the ground here. With your next exhale, lowering down. Inhale, full cobra pose. Exhale, child's pose. Walk your fingertips over to the right. Press your hips back into the left. And then we'll do the opposite by walking the hands to the left, hips back into the right. And returning to center and finding your way to tabletop, hands and knees, rearranging as needed. And we're just going to start by rocking the hips from side to side. So this is one of my favorite things to do in tabletop, just to create some space along the side body and in between the ribs. All right, let's come back to stillness. Try and roll your shoulders here in tabletop. Another thing that I absolutely love in table, little bit weird, little bit awkward, that's okay. No one is watching, no one is judging. And then we'll turn the fingertips to the sides of the mat. Let's rock from right to left. Good, the fingertips will face forward. Now walk your hands forward, but keep your hips high for puppy pose. So try and arch the spine, open your heart, open your shoulders. And then walking the hands back to table. Tuck your toes, lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog. As always, we'll pedal the feet here. Just opening the back of the legs a little bit. Maybe some movement in the head and neck if you feel it would serve you. And then stillness in your down dog. Find the quiet in the mind. Find the quiet in the body. Your next inhale, let your heels lift from the mat. As you exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Take a big step or up to the front of your mat. Halfway lift with an inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, rise, reach your arms wide, grow tall. And exhale, hands to the heart center. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Interlace your fingers, keep the thumb and index finger facing up. We'll inhale and grow tall. Exhale, stretch to the right, look under your left arm. Bringing it back to center, we'll take a small back bend here. With an exhale, swan dive, take it all the way down, standing forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Step the left foot to the back of the mat. So we're in a low lunge with the right foot in front. Back knee falls, toes untuck. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, open your arms to the right. Option to reverse here and deepen your stretch. Lower the left hand. Right arm extends straight up toward the sky, opening for another twist. Now lower your right hand. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Step the right foot to the back of the mat for plank. We're just going to rock back and forth here a few times. Now find the center. Right knee falls. Left arm peels open. Modified side plank. We're going to circle the arm here just a couple of times. And other direction. Pausing at the top and floating the foot. Try and press through your heel here. Nice flexed foot. Now lower to table. Inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, thread the needle. Extend your left arm forward today, more space along that side body. Bring your left hand back. Unwind, right arm lifts. Exhale, lower to your table. Tuck your toes, lift the hips up and back for downward dog. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, knees bend, step or hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, let it go. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands meet in front of the heart. Once more, inhale, grow tall, nourish, lengthen, gather. Hands will then meet in front of the heart. Interlace your fingers, thumb and index stay up. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, stretch to the left, look under your right arm. Returning to center, a small back bend. Swan dive, take it down, Uttanasana, standing fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Step the right foot to the back of the mat, low lunge. Dropping the knee, untucking the toes, and rising up with an inhale. As you exhale, open to the left. Sand is very challenging to balance on sometimes. Good practice though. Now you have the option to reverse, just like we had that option on side number 1. Lower the right hand. Left arm extends up toward the sky. Lowering the left hand to the mat. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Step the left foot to the back of your mat for your plank pose, and we'll rock forward and back a few times. Pausing here in your plank. Dropping the left knee to the mat, right arm peels open for your modified side plank, and we'll circle the arm, loosening the shoulder. Go ahead and pause at the top, and then the right foot will lift. Pausing here, pressing through the heel, and breathing. With your next exhale, lower to your hands and your knees. Inhale, left arm lifts, shoulder opens, and then threading the needle, left cheek finds the mat. Right arm extends forward. And again, find your breath. Bringing the right hand back, unwind, left arm lifts, inhale. And exhale, lower to all fours. Tuck your toes, find your downward facing dog. We'll now let the heels fall to the left, toes go to the right. Bringing it back to center, heels right, toes left. And back to center. Inhale, rise with the heels. Knees bend with the exhale. Step or hop to the front of your mat and find ragdoll. So separate your feet about hips width, which is about 2/5 apart. Bend your knees, grab your elbows. Find some movement here. This should feel great for your spine, especially the low back area. Forward folds are great for finding length. Release your hand, bring your feet together. Now slowly lift, let your head come last. Shoulders roll up and down the back. We'll do that once more, up and down the back. And then we'll shine the palms forward, close the eyes, and deepen the breath. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Once you have found a little bit of quiet in the mind, begin to open your eyes. As you inhale, arms reach out and up. Heels lift from the mat. Core activates. Again, challenge yourself. Now as you exhale, swing the arms back, find chair pose. Breathing here. The left foot steps to the back of the mat, arms swing up, Crescent Warrior. With an inhale, goalpost your arms, open your heart. And then exhale, round your spine, guide your arms together. Inhale, open up again. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. Exhale, release your hands to your mat. Back foot lifts for a standing split. So try to keep your hips level here, all 5 of your toes facing the earth. And then the left foot will fall to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, lift again. Heels lift from your mat. Find your gaze point. And chair pose, swing the arms back, settle into the heels. Right foot steps to the back of the mat. Crescent Warrior. Back leg is very straight here, all toes are forward. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round. Inhale, open again. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, release to the mat. And the right foot will lift for your standing split. Lower the right foot to meet the left. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Rise back to stand. Inhale. And exhale, hands to the heart. So we're going to take a wide fold next. So I want you to face the left side of your mat and have the toes face slightly inward. We'll inhale and lift, taking a small back bend for 5-pointed star, and then hinge at the hips for your wide fold. Now in this wide fold, we'll put a small bend in one knee at a time, just very gently going back and forth. Find stillness. Interlace your fingers at your low back and then try and lift your hands. And release toward the ground. Come onto your fingertips, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands over to one leg, foot, or ankle, does not matter which. Taking a few moments here. Now switch sides. Taking this as deep as you need, respecting what your body wants today. Let's bring it back towards center. Come on to the fingertips again, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Hands will find the hips, press through the bottoms of your feet, come to stand. We're going to turn the toes out and bring the heels in to prepare for high goddess squat. So begin to bend your knees and then drive them out toward the pinky side edge of your foot. And then we'll add in the arms. Here's your beautiful goddess pose. Now let's take an inhale together. Exhale, right elbow toward the right leg. Inhale, find center. Exhale, take it left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Take it to the left. Inhale, center. Palms meet in front of the heart, legs straighten. Take a big step to the front of your mat and reconnect in mountain pose. Find your breath. Find your intention. Think about why you chose to come to your mat today. Why did you show up? Let's now open the eyes. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Left knee lifts, stork pose. Now the left foot steps to the back of the mat for warrior one. So the back heel is down, arms rise. With your next exhale, open up warrior two. Now straighten your front leg. Hinge forward, send your hip back. Uttanasana, triangle pose. Right knee bends, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Cartwheel your hands, frame your front foot, pivot your back foot. This time, the right foot steps to the back of the mat, high plank. Roll forward, drop your knees, chest and chin, elbows stay tucked in. Inhale, full cobra. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, knees bend. Travel to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, let it go. Inhale, rise up. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Right knee lifts, stork. Send it back, warrior one. Shoulders are down the back here. Palms are facing one another. With your next exhale, open to the right, warrior two. Gazing over the front middle finger. Flip your front palm, reverse warrior. We'll take it back to warrior 2 and head into triangle. So straighten the leg, hinge forward, send your hip back, stack your shoulders, try and look up. The left knee will bend for warrior 2. Flip. We'll do reverse one more time since I forgot that triangle. Now cartwheel your hands, frame your front foot, pivot your back. Left foot steps back, high plank. Roll forward, bend and hover chaturanga to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Large inhale. Large exhale. Again, in. Let it go. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up. Hands meet in front of the heart. We're going to work on tree pose next. So we'll start by hugging the right knee in. We'll see how this goes on the sand. Pulling the shoulders back and the spine tall. And from here, the right knee opens. And then the foot will find a spot on the ankle, the calf muscle, or above the knee. I'll invite you to grow branches. Know that it is optional. Lowering the arms and the foot. Circling the left ankle. All right, hugging the left knee in this time. Finding that elongated spine. And opening to the left. Find your tree pose. Let the toes face down, foot is flat ideally. If you're growing branches, grow in a different direction this time. Branches lower, foot lowers. Circle your right ankle out. And then the hands will meet in front of the heart. We're going to balance a little more and open the hip. So first, right knee lifts for stork. Bend your standing leg, cross your ankle over your thigh, sitting back and down. We won't be here too long, but feel free to go to the wall or use a chair if needed. And then we'll lift into stork. And exhale, lower the foot. Left knee lifts. Stork pose with an inhale. As you exhale, cross it over. Sitting back, sitting down. Finding that gaze point. Returning to stork and lowering. All right, so we're at the back of the mat here. So we're going to walk the hands forward. So first, rise up. And then fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Walk your hands out toward the front of your mat. Find your high plank. And then one at a time, lower onto your forearms for forearm plank. Drop your hips, untuck your toes, energetically pull the elbows back, stretching the skin on the belly. Few more breaths here in Sphinx pose. Turn the fingertips out, straighten your arms for seal pose. Only if you want this. Feel free to take a step back into Sphinx at any time. Lower your elbows, fingertips face forward. Tuck your toes, lift your hips into forearm plank. And then then one at a time, come to your hands for your normal plank pose. Inhaling here. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Okay, taking a couple of breaths, a couple of movements that your body's calling for, movements that will serve you. Once you've moved a little in downward dog, drop your knees, sink your hips back, child's pose. Slowly lift, let the head come last. Once the head is up, roll the shoulders up and back. We'll now swing the legs around and prepare for a few more heart openers. So first we're going to do reverse. We're going to plant the hands behind the body. Feet are flat also, and then the hips will lift up. So this should automatically roll the chest and shoulders open wide. With your next exhale, lower the hips and windshield wiper the knees. Now, before we move on to our next one, we're going to find stillness and then boat. Hands placed on the hamstrings, feet lift up, maybe the arms extend forward. Find stillness in your mind. Let go. Plant the feet, knees and heart goes up. Straighten your legs. Plant your hands behind your body. Doesn't matter which way your fingertips face, whatever works best for you and your wrists. And then from here, hips lift up, reverse plank. Exhale, lower down. Lift your hips so that your sit bones are on your mat. Inhale, rise up. And exhale for a seated fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands meet in front of the heart. Place your right hand behind your body. Left hand finds the outside of the right leg as you peek over your right shoulder. Release, twist to the left. Unwind from your twist and plant the feet. We'll scoot the bottom forward, arms extend, start to round and slowly come onto your back. Once down, your full body stretch. And bring the arms alongside the body, plant your feet. So the last balance pose we did, we're going to do it laying down. So extend your right leg up, flex your foot. Now bend your knee, cross your ankle over your thigh. Same exact position, we're just reclined here. If you're wanting a little more in the hip stretch, bottom foot floats, fingers interlace behind that left leg. Take your time here, but when ready, both feet can return to the mat. And we'll try it on the other side. So left leg extends up with a flat. Bend and cross over when ready. Left hand presses the left leg away. And of course, if you want, you can float the bottom foot and interlace behind. Know that this is not necessary. Even if you've tried it before or you do it most times, doesn't mean you have to do it today. When finished, into the ground. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together, the knees wide, and place the hands on the belly. Breathing here. Now, this is a very grounding and resting pose, so I will invite you to stay, or you can join me for Happy Baby by grabbing the feet, letting the knees be wide, and then some movement only if you want. At this, if there are any other postures you would like to take before you're just joining me and rolling around. Your find your way to relax. Once in corpse pose, allow the eyes to close, finding a very heavy shavasana, surrendering into your mat. Maybe imagining a little more comfort. If you feel you could make yourself 5 to 10% more comfortable, do so now. Might be a very slight adjustment. This is your time, no one else's. Nowhere to be, no other tasks to be done, no other people to be pleasing. This is all you. Stillness physically, stillness mentally, and choosing to find that stillness, even when things are very far from being still. Begin to wiggle the fingers, the toes, some movement in the head and the neck. And then we'll take a full body stretch. Now, if you'd like to stay in Shavasana, you can most certainly do so now. If you are reawakening movement where you need it, hugging the knees in toward the heart, rolling over to one side, pausing here. A full inhale, full exhale, and pressing up into a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. Once you're seated, your palms can meet in front of your heart center, taking a moment of gratitude here toward yourself, your practice, and all beings that we share the planet with. Lift your thumb knuckles to your third eye center. The light in me sees and honors the light and love in each and every one of you. Namaste. And as always, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.